For fuck's sake. Okay, listen to this. From a Mr. Mr. or Mrs. I don't know, I should say Mrs. because it really sounds like somebody's being a total... Just listen. Response to, ... Dude, do I seriously have to repeat myself a second time? I sent my... and he uses a lowercase I. I sent my first message again yesterday. In case, which he spells like it's one word, it didn't go through... Here it is again. If it did go through, however, ignore it. About your vid... Oh, and he starts with the about in a lowercase letter again. There's a shift button, man. God. About your vid, different furry ideas, what the H. Most of your vid I have no problem with. Okay, but he goes on to say, but the part where you, well, essentially blame all the demonic and more mythical type furs for the accusations of all furs being pagans. Oh god, he spells pagans P-A-G-O-N-S. Pagans is P-A-G-A-N-S. And sadist kinda pisses me off. I mean, shift button, you missed another I. Can there not be a darker side of war and magic to the fandom? I mean, again with the I. I mean, surely we deserve our own niche just as much as normal fur. Nah, that's furs. Oh, my eyes. Gotta get new glasses. Normal furs deserve theirs. So, care to elaborate how in the hell one of the smallest minorities in the fandom that keeps to itself somehow caused such accusations of demon worship? Dude, you do know what kind of people make these accusations about us, right? I guess I should have made that a little bit more clear in that video. Obviously, our friend here, ladies and gentlemen, didn't get the damn point of the video because he wasn't actually paying attention to the message. He just listened to the words and he made up his own meaning to it. And I'm assuming that he's either got to be a Satanist or maybe he's a goth or some kind of otherworldly-minded creature who probably thinks that I was trying to get up in his shit. Thank God that's not the case, but he obviously seems to think that is so. Now let's see, where did I leave off? What are you doing in the background? I hope you don't break anything with that. Such occasions of worship. I mean, are lichens demonic? No. Why are we talking about lichens? They're merely wolves with a human half. And as for otherkin, you have no right to put even partial blame on them. They're not furs, you ninny. Some would like to contradict you. Some identify as furs, a very small percent, I might add. Boy, have you got it wrong. But they merely feel like their souls are not of a human, no different than Native American beliefs. So, which he forgot to capitalize again, so, an answer would be nice and word of advice. He made that, that's a frickin' syntax error. That's a frickin' syntax error right there. Dude, do you have, like, no grammatical skills at all? Either go back and fix that, or don't send me another frickin'... Just get your grammar straightened out, okay? And a word of advice. Actually look into things before ranting about it. And furs like me, being the subgroups you mentioned... Oh, I was right. Don't go telling you're part of the fandom and to... Don't go telling you're part of the fandom to stop being cartoonish. Once again, syntax error. Which few are... You seem to not even know that many other furs. But anyway, we do not critique you guys, and we keep to ourselves. This whole fight within the fandom ended several years ago. Do not cling to something you know nothing about. And nobody has thought all furs are demon worshippers since at least the 90s. Did you ever stop and think that maybe, just maybe, I was trying to use, one of those things called an analogy? Or a metaphor? Maybe I wasn't being literal in most of what I said? You ever think about that, Einstein? No, I don't think you did. In fact, from all that crap I just read, I really question whether you thought about anything at all that I said in that whole video. I even highly doubt that you saw any bit of the video response that the nice young man made for me in order to answer my questions. And not only that, the video that's in question here that you're making so many remarks on is quite old by now. And yet you seem to keep on giving me responses to it as if I had made it just yesterday. And, for your information, sir or madam, I know quite a couple of furs. In fact, most of the furs I know are all artists. And, just in case you're wondering, I also am one of the aforementioned sadists, asshole. I'm talking about the fur fag portion of us. The ones who seem to, oh, there's a pretty camera, I must go in front of it and tell people about my shit, when I should be keeping the shit to myself. Because it's my business, and I like to keep my shit private because I have more fun that way. I don't have other people trying to get on my back telling me not to do it. Right? Oh, and, you know what? You can keep on making posts and comments like this. You can even try to bash me for doing this. I don't care. In fact, if all you're gonna do is just screw with me from here on out, if you think that you're, I don't know, going up against a bad guy or something, then I am afraid that you have failed before you even started. Have a nice day, kid.